It's a primitive weapon season and both Dad and myself have whitetail buck tags in our pocket.
So I'm gonna head over there and let's see what happens.
My name's Mitchell Payment. I started tagging along with my dad to go hunting basically since I learned to walk. I grew up living the outdoor lifestyle, learning from my dad and any hunting video I could get my hands on as a kid.
Got a date with a big buck tonight.
Once I turned 12, the legal age to hunt, we started taking things more serious than ever.
This is our second attempt on getting a buck. Spawn stock mule deer.
Working hard and learning through experience to better our odds to fold our tags on the animals we were pursuing. It has helped us grow into who we are now. Welcome to Season 3 of Moment of Truth TV.
He's gonna go down. Look at the blood pumping. Yes! Here. Smoke jump.
He's a dream buck. Look at that drop.
That was gorgeous!
Well, I just got to location for this evening's hunt, and Dad and I are actually splitting up tonight. But I'm going into the tree stands where I shot my buck last year and my moose. So this spot's almost better being a solo filmer, because it cost us a deer last year. My dad was skylined on the side of the tree. But there's been a nice 3x4 coming by, and he's been working his way around this slough bed out to the green field to feed. It's a nice pinch point. It's in the bush. It's not guaranteed because they could go anywhere, but it's a bit of a funnel that we're hoping that they take. And if he comes by, he's a mature buck. He doesn't have the biggest rack, but his body is beast. But we're gonna go in there and hopefully I can get a killing sticks bloody. This is my last tag that I can fill really, besides an out. But if all goes well tonight, I'll be able to release an arrow, and I'm so pumped to get in there. Getting to prime time and the sun just starting to go down, I heard footsteps coming through the leaves behind me. Enjoying the beautiful night in the stand and having 3 does come by, it made for a great evening. The next morning we're going to try a spot where we've had great luck in the past and hopefully lay eyes on a buck. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee, RV City, Tacticam, iHunter app, Enforcer Ozone, Prime Archery, G5 Outdoors, K&R Tax Services, Killin' Sticks Arrows, 365 Archery, Sugar Creek Taxidermy, Revolution Armory, and Score Ammunition. This segment is brought to you by Tacticam. The best first-person hunting camera on the market, made for hunters by hunters. Share your hunt. And by the iHunter app. Know your regs, where you're hunting or plan to go, right on your mobile device. Well, it's October 26th, morning number 2, we're getting ready to go in, and we're gonna slip down this fence line today and get up into a tree stand where I've killed one of my bucks in the past. It's pretty much a dynamite spot. It's right in a corner of a field, and it's a pinch point, and they go into the bush to bed. And hopefully they're out in the fields and we can get them coming back in, but we're gonna get going. It's starting to break light in the distance, so we're gonna get down there and see what happens. We snuck up in the stand in the dark, and just as we had hoped, when it broke daylight, the field in front of us came alive with deer. Watching numerous deer feeding in the field in front of us, finally one buck caught our eye, and it looked like he was going to work his way towards us. As soon as this beautiful buck started to make a beeline for us, my heart began to race. As he got closer, I recognized this ancient old buck with a story behind him. Crushed him down. I dropped him in his trap. Oh my god. I think he's down, Dad.
Mitchell won a shot.
But we should get ready to get another one in him just in case.
Mitchell, you never cease to amaze me.
That was the best shot I've ever made, but Dad, I think we might have to put another one in. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. That is an ancient old county buck. He's escaped us so many times. A good friend of ours has even missed him a few times. And he never sees, he outsmarts the hunters. But we got him this morning. I can't even believe it. Our friend, he's got close tabs on this deer, and he hasn't seen him this out here at all. Really glad we brought the muzzleloader today, because I made over a 200-yard shot and spined him, and he just folded. I just put another one in him and he's done. I can't believe it. That's my biggest county buck to date. I am going cloud 9. I can't wait to go put my hands on him. To keep up with the latest from Moment of Truth TV, make sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also for in-field updates, follow @MitchellPayment on Instagram. Feathers flying, baby. This segment is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee, crafted for the courageous. And by Enforcer Ozone, the most portable and versatile ozone generator on the market today.
Pushed him down the truck. I'm in his trap. Oh my god.
Well, we've yet to walk up to him. We actually gave him half an hour. We went and got the truck just to get some camera gear. But I am super stoked. It was such an incredible morning. I can't even really describe it, really. This is like, I've shot some pretty decent deer this year, including a 200-inch mule deer. And this one, it feels the best to me. Because it's just, the last 2 mornings have been so incredible. And I just cannot wait to put my hands on this ancient old buck. There he is. Look at that rack. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that in the green? The frost with the sun. Oh my gosh. Incredible. He's got good brows. We actually have sheds off this deer. We don't have them with us, but look at that. Look at the body on him. That's insane. Yeah, that's a gorgeous one. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Holy.
I think he's bigger than we think.
Oh.
Wow. Look at the brows on him. Oh my gosh. What an incredible deer. Look at his face. He's so old. Oh, what an incredible deer. Look at the brows. He's got good mass. That is definitely B&T. And I definitely have sheds off this deer, along with our good friend. Well, we're gonna get him propped up and do a proper interview here. What a gorgeous buck. Well everyone, here he is. Just an absolute gorgeous 4x4 that we actually have some history with. I got his sheds from 2 years ago, and a friend of ours was hunting this deer pretty hard, and unfortunately he wasn't able to get him. He had a couple close encounters. And this deer has eluded death more than I couldn't even imagine. I'd love to know all the stories about him, but he's just a really old deer. You can see it in his face. He's got to be pushing 8-9 years old because he never really grew more than 160 inches. I'm thinking he might go 150 here, and he's always been around that 150 mark. But the brow tines, he's always been distinguished by his brow tines and just that classic 4x4 frame. And I couldn't be any more happy. For this primitive weapon season hunt, this is a complete bonus hunt. And usually we go for a decent, if we can get a mature buck, that is super bonus. And we did. And I got so fired up with this buck coming. He was out in the flats feeding. This is such a good morning spot because they're out in the flats feeding. And then they come back to the bush to bed, and we intercept them. And we just slip down a fence line to get into our stands. And it works pretty dynamite, but just an unbelievable way to conclude my season on an ancient old buck. And I'd like to have got it done with the bow, but the muzzleloader, it was nice to let her bark this morning and finally shoot something with the gun. I haven't shot something with the gun in forever, so. But this morning we decided to bring both into the stand, the bow and the muzzleloader, and thank gosh we did, because it gave us an opportunity at an absolute county, what I'd consider is a giant. Because he's just an ancient old buck with a ton of mass. Like, I can barely get my hands around his main beams there. And I haven't seen a brow like that on a buck in a long time. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was an incredible experience for Dad and I. Just the last 2 mornings have been surreal, seeing all these deer and just the weather for late October. It's just unbelievable. But we're gonna go home and celebrate, get him in the deep freezer and do a mount with this guy and admire him for years to come. But I'm already excited for next year, and I hope you enjoyed this hunt as much as we did making it. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee, RV City, Tacticam, iHunter app, Enforcer Ozone, Prime Archery, G5 Outdoors, K&R Tax Services, Killin' Sticks Arrows, 365 Archery, Sugar Creek Taxidermy, Revolution Armory, and Score Ammunition. To keep up with the latest from Moment of Truth TV, make sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also for in-field updates, follow @MitchellPayment on Instagram.
Feathers flying, baby.
This segment is brought to you by RV City for all your trailer repair, and camping needs. Located in Morinville and Nisku, Alberta. And by Revolution Armory. Affordable quality craftsmanship. Join the revolution. Now Dad's up to bat to see if he can fill his primitive weapon season whitetail buck tag.
Well, it's the morning of November 18th. It's pretty nice out for this time of year. It's only -5 or 6. Nice little snowfall, but I've had quite a bit of action already this morning. Had a little buck up on the hill here. He was way too far to shoot, but I was watching him, and I looked to my right, and I see a buck walking. There's a draw through here, and I can't see, and he just come up. He went from one canola field to the other, and then there's a hill. So I was waiting for him to come across, and he didn't. So I went up the hill to see if he was going to skirt this bush line, and he didn't. While I was doing that, I look into the field where I'm sitting now, and there's a buck coming right across. He wasn't very big, but he ended up coming right to me. I could have shot him at 85 yards. It's one Mitch passed up earlier in the year too, so we've had a little bit of history with that fella. But anyway, I'm just gonna sit here for a while. I think it's like 8:30. I'm gonna sit here till 10, 11 o'clock and see what happens, so stay tuned. Okay, it's 10 o'clock in the morning here. I'm gonna leave my little grassy spot here where I was sitting, overlooking this draw where they come into the bush. I was looking down in the creek valley here, and there's a buck chasing a doe back and forth, and she's in this little willow buff, and there's a couple of them. She's going back and forth, and he's just chasing her back and forth. So maybe I'm gonna walk down there. It's quite a ways. It's over half a mile. I have permission over there. I'm gonna walk down this fence line. I'm gonna get over there and just see maybe if I can get him either moving, chasing her, or I'll put the camera up. If he sees the camera, he might come out and check it out. I don't have a grunt. If I had a grunt, I know I could get him to come out and take a look. But anyway, so I'm gonna head over there and let's see what happens. So stay tuned. That just happened. I got cramps in my legs. I seen that buck chasing that doe around. I was a half a mile away, and he's not the biggest. He's not a giant, but like Mitch and I always say, this is our county tag, and it's a fun hunt for us. There's no pressure on size. They want to control the population here. Anyway, we do our part. We need to take one deer a year out of here, and if we can, and I just can't believe that just happened. I'm so happy. I love this. He was on a doe this morning, running back and forth, and let's go see him. He's not a giant. I know he's not a giant. He's a beautiful deer though, and oh my God, Friday morning, baby. Yes, let's go see him. Beautiful deer. Okay, whew. Awesome morning. Here he is. He is a beautiful buck. He was chasing a doe this morning down in the flats. I was sitting up on the kind of a hill, and I could overlooking a pretty big area, and he's chasing the doe, so I figured, what the heck. I had lots of action, but I just didn't connect, and then I seen this guy chasing the doe, so I decided, what the heck, make a play on him. So I got down there and he got up right in front of me, and it was just too perfect to pass up. It was just unbelievable. It was so beautiful. He got up and I was just set up perfect and made a perfect ethical shot. And I don't have a lot of time to hunt this year, so this could have been my only time out. So I'm just really happy. We got some nice loins for the dinner table. And that's just, thanks a lot for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was awesome.
To keep up with the latest from Moment of Truth TV, make sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also for in-field updates, follow @MitchellPayment on Instagram. Closed captioning is brought to you by RV City, located in Morinville and Nisku, Alberta. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Old Smokes Coffee, RV City, Tacticam, iHunter app, Enforcer Ozone, Prime Archery, G5 Outdoors, K&R Tax Services, Killin' Sticks Arrows, 365 Archery, Sugar Creek Taxidermy, Revolution Armory, and Score Ammunition. This week, Dad is attempting to fill his general whitetail buck tag in Alberta.
Meh.